Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of the Portugal run-through here on the 2018 World Cup mode on FIFA 18. As you can tell from the title and the fact that the suit is on, it's final time. The first time since the capture event that I've gotten to the final. Of course, we were knocked out early with the Netherlands and Germany. Won the cup with England though at the capture event, and hoping to replicate the victory here with Portugal. We have Spain in the final. Now, we did play them in the groups, of course, and won by 3-2. So I'd like to think that we can beat them again. This is how both sides made the run to the final. We ourselves beat Russia, Argentina and then Germany. And Spain knocked out Uruguay, Croatia and then Brazil to find themselves in the final on the other half of the draw. Brazil have won the third place playoff by 0-0 against Germany. And we now will face Spain. Now, it's almost poetic that it is Spain that we face, because in 2008, Spain won the Euros and followed it up 2 years later with a World Cup win. Well, 2 years ago, of course, Portugal won the Euros. So we're looking to repeat what Spain did a decade ago. Well, 8 years ago. It started a decade ago. It ended 8 years ago in 2010 in South Africa. We're hoping to replicate that here now in the final at the Luzhniki Stadium against Spain in the World Cup final. I'm going to start with the same side that has served me so well throughout the tournament. We're on the away half of the draw. So for the first time, we are going to be playing in the white kit. I hope that's not a bad omen, but that's my starting lineup. Andre Silva and Cristiano Ronaldo up top. Ronaldo has 9 goals to this point in the tournament so far. Nani on the left, Moutinho and Silva as the midfield 3 with William Carvalho holding. Rafael Guerreiro, Pepe, Neto and Cedric at right back with Rui Patricio in goal. With Semedo, Fonte, Sanchez, Silva, Eder, Quaresma and Martins on the bench. Now, I'm expecting Spain to play a similar side to the one that we played in the first group stage game, although it might be slightly different. Don't know if they've got any injuries, etc. picked up throughout the tournament. But on Legendary, with the sliders, of course, it's now time for the World Cup final. Without cheating and skipping to the end, let me know in the comment section down below what you think the final score is going to be. Both our quarter-final and semi-final ended by 5-4. I think this one might be perhaps a replica of the 3-2 win that we got against Spain in the first group stage game, although I would like to win by more than 1 goal to, spare me the nerves that we got in the quarter-final and the semi-final. So we'll have to wait and see how we get on, but let me know in the comment section without cheating, and we'll see what happens. I reckon either 3-2 or 2-1 to me. Obviously, I've got to back myself to win the cup final. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any further World Cup runs in this mode. And we'll jump straight in. David De Gea in goal for Spain. Again, they're playing a 4-3-3. Carvajal, Piqué, Ramos, Alba. Looking at the bench to see if there's any big names there. Martinez, Busquets, Illarramendi. It's the same midfield 3 they played against me before, with Silva, Costa, Asensio. I believe they had Isco on the left in the first game, but Asensio for Isco is, as far as I can remember, the only change there from the team that we played in the first group stage game. Same formation as well, with a 4-3-3 with Busquets holding. Here we go. Asensio. Spun me nicely there with Cedric. Here's Illarramendi. Trying to outmuscle him but can't. Cross could come in. Asensio back there to Jordi Alba. Reluctant to cross the ball into the box here, Spain. Illarramendi to Javi Martinez. Scored the first goal in the group stage game against me. It was a hell of a goal as well. Not really too sure how that's a foul. Jordi Alba might take the free kick quickly and has done. Asensio, again, seemingly reluctant to put a cross into the box. Alba, I'm expecting to go short and has done. Martinez with a heavy touch, but still gets it to Asensio. Again, they'll take the advantage. And he's just driven into the box here now, but thankfully the pass is loose. Nervy times in the opening few moments here. That's a solid tackle from Dani Carvajal on Nani. And again, we're in trouble. Rafael Guerreiro does well to steal it back. I have no idea if Spain will be just as difficult to play against as they were before, or whether we might be able to be a little bit more confident. We have done well to see off Argentina and Germany to get to this point. It's definitely a harder run for us to get to the final. They had Croatia and Uruguay, although Brazil won't have been any easy game for them, Spain, but I think you can agree we certainly had the harder run to the final. But whether we can win it or not remains to be seen. João Moutinho steals it away from Busquets. There's a lovely ball through to Ronaldo, but Ramos is there. That's Piqué. No foul given. Ronaldo spins. Cristiano! Portugal 1, Spain 0. A loose through ball that isn't very well dealt with by Piqué. See! We're 1-0 up in the World Cup final after 13 minutes. Mendy, Javi Martinez, Ronaldo struggling. Here's David Silva, Diego Costa, Javi Martinez, Diego Costa, David Silva, Javi Martinez with a nice turn, and here's Jordi Alba. Well, that lead didn't last long, did it? Spain level just 3 minutes later. Great passing football, as you would expect from the Spanish national side. Diego Costa and David Silva heavily involved down this right-hand side. Javi Martinez with a nice turn. And of all people to pop up with a goal, it's the left back. Right, back to the drawing board. Asensio with a throw. Mendy to Jordi Alba. Back there to Sergio Busquets. Overcommit. It's a nice little touch to Asensio. Stop it, boys. Spain playing the way you would expect Spain to play. Costa showing good strength, but Pepe too able to hold the man off. Right, let's build. Get out of the way, Carvalho. Just stood there right in front of me as I tried to play the ball across. Here's David Silva. Nicely done by Neto. Just stood him up. Made sure that he couldn't get past me. It was going to be a case of man or ball, but not both. Luckily, it was man, not ball. Here's Mendy. Into Javi Martinez. Busquets. I can't seem to hold on to possession for very long at all right now. David Silva in there to Javi Martinez. Stolen the ball away, giving it back to them. Mendy, Diego Costa, nicely done by Neto again. Go left here to Nani, gets there first, his touch is decent. Ronaldo's there with me, I'll just play it to feet. He's turned away from Sergio Ramos very well. Can we get the acceleration in to get away? Oh, no advantage played. Andre Silva, Coutinho, Bernardo Silva on his left foot. Inches wide of that far post. 5 minutes to go till half time. We're still locked at 1-1. Here's Mendy to Asensio. Trying to hold him up, but I can't do it. It's now or never for Spain at the end of this first half. And by putting the foot in there, I think we might just have slowed them up enough to ensure that we get to half time with the scoreline at 1-1. Spain dominating possession, but neither side really creating too many actual chances. Been very heavily possession based, as you can see. 2 shots each, 1 shot on target each, 1 goal each. But Spain definitely dominating the ball. 57% possession and a 93% pass accuracy rate. Very, very high. I'm actually quite low at 86%. I'm normally in the early 90s myself. So I'm going to try and improve that, because clearly my ball retention hasn't been good enough in that first half. 45 minutes to go. And of course, if we're still level at the end of 90, it will be extra time. Just gets quickly up to Diego Costa. Martinez struggled to get it under control, but in the end did. Just gets back to Mendy. Javi Martinez, waiting for a turn. He's not turned. He's got it to David Silva, who has turned, but he's not strong enough to hold off Guerrero. Now to get that away, thankfully. I'll just take my time. I mentioned my ball retention in that first 45 wasn't good enough. What I was trying to do was keep hold of it for a spell there, but again, Spain win it back. They've been very good at turning over possession. David Silva digs that out his feet. I was very worried there as the keeper just stood there and watched it. I was waiting for it to nestle in that far top corner. It just wouldn't quite dip enough for David Silva. Very close to 2-1 Spain, and they're making their first change. Javi Martinez going off. Thiago Alcantara coming on. An offensive change. Let's see if that changes the way that the game is being played. I don't think it will. If anything, though, it might actually help me keep hold of the ball a little bit better, seeing as they don't have someone quite so defence-minded in their midfield. But he does play a little bit deeper for Bayern at times, Thiago, so he is familiar with that deeper role. Hopefully we can do well enough to work some opportunities now that Javi Martinez isn't involved in the play. Take that throw quickly with Nani and look for Ronaldo. Back to Nani. I'm just going to cross the ball in. I flick that on. No, Mendy can only put that behind for a corner. Right. Good delivery, please, Bernardo. It's not bad. Oh, Andre Silva went for it, but Piqué's the one that wins it. Diego Costa. Great hold-up play. Brilliant hold-up play. Not the best of balls, though. Intercepted. Ha! Costa very nearly got to that. Gonna get this out wide. Ronaldo. Oh, it's a lovely run. Oh, Ronaldo! Ronaldo again, no! The little back heel from Andre Silva was delightful. The finish left wanting. Good save with his feet there from David De Gea. Ronaldo played in. Nani's gone. He's in behind. He'll drop the shoulder. Nani going solo. Oh, De Gea again gets the save. I'll loft this over. Lovely touch by Moutinho, but Ilya takes it away from him. And unfortunately, we haven't been able to get the lead in this game. Just under half an hour to go now. Advantage played there. I am going to make a change of my own momentarily, just to bring some fresh legs on. Oh, that's a poor pass. Come on. Concentrate, Ches. Yaramendi. Back to Busquets. Yaramendi again. Busquets across to Thiago. Close him down. Close him down. High pressure game. Oh. Taking their time here. Spain being very patient. Cedric nips in though. He's not very patient. Bernardo Silva on the counter. He's not very fast. Ronaldo's there though. Andre Silva. I see Nani on the far side. Oh, but he just tucked inside as I went to play it out wide. Dani Carvajal will just actually deal with that very well indeed. Right, let's make a change. And take Bernardo Silva off for the experience of Quaresma. And we bring the youth of Renato Sanchez into the midfield. And for now, that is all we will do. Although I am contemplating bringing on Gelson Martin for Nani in the not too distant future. I need a drink. Carvajal on the breakaway down this left-hand side of my defence. Thiago's actually picked up a knock. He's involved in the play here. He's seemingly shaken that off now. So, brilliant footwork from David Silva. Costa to Silva there. Again, just toying with me here in my box. Oh, but it's a tame effort. It's so dangerous in areas like that, Spain. Because you know if you dangle a leg, they'll go over. And it'll be a penalty. Fire this forward here to Bernardo Silva. The changes haven't yet been made. Ball hasn't gone out of play since I selected my substitutes. Ronaldo will use the left back first. Then we'll use Nani. Back inside to Cristiano. Support arriving here from João Moutinho, who's about to come off. Oh! And he won't come off a goal scorer. Koke coming on for Yaramendi for Spain as well. And another change too. Who's that going off? I couldn't quite see. I've made two changes. Oh no, I'm in white, aren't I? Well done, Ches. It's my two changes being made. I'm so used to playing in red with Portugal. One change for Spain, two for me. 15 minutes left in the game. It's David Silva. Sergio Ramos pushing forward from defence. And now they've left... Final change for Spain. Alvaro Morata coming on for Diego Costa. Not sure whether that's the right move for Spain, but time will tell. Now that I've said that, Morata will score the winner. Dani Carvajal to David Silva to Jordi Alba. Thiago Alcantara. I see the run made in midfield, but it's the young Renato Sanchez that steals it away. And Spain have committed a lot of bodies forward here. I'm going to go left to Nani. Come on. Come on. Little fake Bona works some space. They've held on the edge of the box here. Ronaldo. Little ball. Andre Silva. Andre Silva scores in the 84th minute. There's not much time left for Spain now. Portugal 2. España 1. We might have just won the World Cup. Ronaldo with the assist. Very unselfishly and selflessly laying the ball off to a teammate when he's in a great position to shoot himself. Andre Silva out of his feet, bends it. De Gea tries his best but can't get there. That might be the goal that wins us the World Cup with Portugal. It's Carvalho. Switch it out wide. Quaresma to Cedric on the overlap. Sergio Ramos caught out of position. Tuck this inside. Andre Silva across. Can I get this to Nani? I can. Nani gets there first but can't get it past De Gea. Expert goalkeeping again from Spanish number one. Arguably the best goalkeeper in the world, but they rather uncharacteristically can't seem to hold on to possession too well at the minute, Spain. The one period of play where we've held on to possession well is the one that's led to our goal, but now here they come. Morata across to Asensio. In the 92nd minute, they're going to force extra time. He was the one change to the starting lineup from the group stage game. And that is one hell of a finish from Marco Asensio. Lovely 1-2 with Morata, and as a first-time hit, how is that for composure? 92nd minute of a World Cup final, and he delivers that with tired legs. Unbelievable. Spain 2, Portugal 2, extra time on the horizon. But will it be extra time? No, it won't! Ronaldo! We're going to win the World Cup! They score in the 92nd minute. We go right at the other end and score in the 94th. Portugal are going to win the World Cup. The most dramatic of endings to the biggest game in world football. I said 3-2, and it's come to pass. There's the final whistle. I don't believe it. The most dramatic end to any World Cup final you will have ever seen. I can't believe it. 92nd minute, Asensio pops up with the most incredible goal. And then Ronaldo, it had to be him. It had to be him. Leading by example, driving forward, makes a great lung-busting run with the last seconds of the game and tucks it past De Gea, who's been in inspired form throughout this entire game. And he's going to lift the trophy himself as well. Wow, we have been able to do what Spain did in 2008 and 2010. Portugal won in France in Euro 2016, and we've now won in Russia for 2018. It's European Cup followed by World Cup. France, incidentally, did it backwards in 98 and 2000, but Ronaldo will lift the trophy for Portugal. The second World Cup we've won so far in the World Cup mode. England and Portugal down now. Germany and the Netherlands were unlucky. We may try a second run with those teams once we've done runs with everybody else. But Portugal win the World Cup by 3-2 over Spain. If you enjoyed that video, drop it a like rating. Subscribe to the channel too for more. I can't promise last minute excitement like that in every single game. That really is one hell of a one-off. Unbelievable. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.